Hello everyone, in this tutorial I am going to show you how you can create a admin panel in Laravel using a package called Backpack. And you can create a admin panel in Laravel really easily with this package, and I am going to show you everything step by step from the very beginning. So first of all, let me just show you how this admin panel will look. There you can see there is light mode and dark mode, and you can make all kind of pull operation and also all kind of relationship using this package. So let me just show you an example. Here you can see I have created some option over here. You can see teachers. Let me just show you how you can add a teacher. Here you can see once you click on teacher, you will see a button over here, add teacher. Click on it, and here we are going to give the teacher a name. Let's say here Tanvir, and let's say here email will be tanvir@gmail.com, and we can choose the image. Let's choose this image, then click on open, and let's add a description. Let's say a human. And if you now click on save and back, here you can see we are able to see the image, and we can also preview it over here, and we can also edit the data as well. And also there is a delete option as well. If you now click on delete, are you sure to delete this? If you now click on delete, it will be deleted. So you can make all of those options and all of those design really easily in Laravel using a package called Backpack for Laravel. So I'm going to show you everything step by step from the very beginning. So let me just close this and let's go and create a fresh Laravel project. So here you can see we are going to create a project over here. So I'm going to say over here CMD, then press enter. It will open a command prompt, and here in order to create Laravel project, we need to say here Laravel new, and let's say our project name will be Laravel Backpack admin. Let's say you can name it anything. So I'm going to press enter. So here, okay, one more thing I would like to mention is that make sure your XAMPP is running. Here you can see Apache and MySQL. Make sure those two is running. Okay. So here you can see which starter kit would you like to install. We are going to say here none, press enter. Then we are going to say here 0, or you can also say here paste. So 0, press enter. So if you start creating our Laravel project, and here you can see we have a folder called Laravel Backpack admin. So it will take some time. So right now I'll just fast forward the video a little bit. So here you can see it is showing us which database would you like to use. We are going to say here MySQL, press enter. Then would you like to make a default database? So we are going to say here yes. So before we say yes, you need to make sure your XAMPP is running, because it will automatically create a database called Laravel Backpack admin. Okay. So I'm going to say here yes, and the database will be created, and it will also migrate some table. Now it is asking us, would you like to run npm install and npm run build? You must say here yes, press enter. This will take a few seconds, and there you go, it is done. Our project creation is complete. So right now it is telling us to go to the project directory and run this command composer run it. But since we are going to use a package called Backpack, so instead of composer run dev, we need to write Artisan CLI. So right now I can just close this, and here you can see our project. Let me just go inside, and here in the project directory we are going to open a command prompt. We say here cmd, then press enter. Let me zoom in. Here you can see currently we are in the project directory, and we are going to say here php artisan serve. Press enter, and now we are going to copy this, minimize it. Let's go to our browser, paste it here, press enter, and there you can see our Laravel project is created. So right now we are going to install the package called Backpack for Laravel in our project. So for it, let me just open a new tab, and I'm going to say here Backpack for Laravel. Then press enter, and you will see a link over here, Backpack for Laravel. Click on it. Then you need to click on documentation. After clicking on documentation, here you can see installation option. Click on install. Then go down, and here you can see we have two commands in order to install Backpack. So the first command is composer require backpack/proof. Let me just copy it. After copying this, I'm going to go to my Okay, let me just open my project using Visual Studio Code. So here you can see this is my project. So I'm going to say here cmd, press enter, and then say here code dot. If you code dot, it will automatically open this project in the Visual Studio Code. Let me press enter, and there you can see our project is opened over here. So right now, if we go to our .env file, there you can see the by default the database name is Laravel backpack admin. And since we also created the migration while installing Laravel, it also created a database for us. Let me just go to my XAMPP, then psm-admin. Then I'm going to go to the Laravel backpack admin. There you can see. So it created the database for us. So right now, what we are going to do is that in the project, we're going to open a terminal. So here you can see terminal option. Then click on new terminal, and we can just write our command over here. We can just write all our command over here. There you can see. So instead of writing the command over here, because some of you may not have Visual Studio Code, I want to just make it simple for you. So we are going to write our command in the command prompt. So I'll just paste the command here, composer require backpack /o, then press enter. It will install require packages for backpack. So there you can see it is done. So after it, we need to run this command, PHP addition backpack install. Let me just copy this and let me open the command prompt again. Then let me just paste the command here. Then which is this on PHP addition backpack clone install. Then press enter. So it will start installing backpack. So it will take some time. Right now I will just fast forward the video. So it will ask us which theme would you like to install. So by default it will use Tabler. So there is a few more theme over here. The most latest one is this one, and if you want you can just check the theme by clicking on it, just by going to this link. So I'm going to use the default theme. So in order to use the default theme, here I'm going to choose on. So I'm just going to say here on, then press enter. So it will start installing that theme. So right now, would you like to create an admin user? Here you need to say yes. We would like to create an admin user. We're going to press enter. Then we need to give a name. We'll say here name will be admin. Then email will be admin@gmail.com. Press enter, and then we need to give a password. So I'm going to say here 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, and you won't be able to see the password. Just press enter, and there you can see admin user is created. Would you like to create another admin? We are going to say here no, press enter, and then it will ask would you like to use the premium backpack add-on. We are going to use the free tool, so we are going to say here no, press enter, and it is done. And it is giving us a error in the .env. I know the reason. Let me just go to my project, and I'll go to the .env file. And here in the .env file, here you can see HTTP localhost. So instead of localhost, what we are going to do is that I'm just going to copy this link, then paste it here, then remove the slash from here, then save it. After saving this, we can just close this, and we are going to run the same command again, which was this command, PHP addition backpack install, and we're going to repeat the process again. Here we're going to choose the theme on, then premium pack, no, press enter, and there you can see this time it didn't give us any error. So we are running our project. So let me just refresh here, and there you can see there is no changes, and it says over here that we can access it by going to the /admin. So if you now just say over here /admin, then press enter, there you can see it took us to the login page, and here is also the light mode and dark mode. There you can see. So let me just write the admin email address, which was admin@gmail.com, and we give the password 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, and here you can see remember me, then click on login, and there you go. it took us to the dashboard, and at first the dashboard will look like this. And here you can see if you want to hide this notice, it is some instruction that how we can make some changes, but we can just show those step over here as well. So here if you want to hide this, here you can see hide this notice. In order to hide this, we need to go to this file. So let me just go to this file, so which is config backpack/ui. So let me just go to my project, then we'll go to our config folder. Inside config, here you can see backpack folder, and inside backpack, here you can see ui.php. And here we need to make false this option, show getting started. So I'm going to copy it and let me just search for it. And here you can see show getting started. So instead of env, we are going to show over here false. If you now save this, then refresh here, there you can see it is no longer showing us those option. So here you can see that the dashboard, we want to show it the dashboard and the admin option on the left side. And how can we do it? This is really simple. Let's go back. And this time here you can see in the config we have the backpack folder, and inside the backpack here you can see theme tabular.php. So we need to click on it. Then we need to go down, and here you can see it says horizontal overlap, and I'm going to choose this option, vertical dark. There you can see there is multiple option here. You can choose any of those. So I'm going to choose here vertical dark, save it, then refresh here, and there you can see it will look like this, and it looks better. And there you can see we have a logout option, so there is no need to have a logout option over here, since we can just log out it from here. So if you want to make a change over here or change the design over here, you can do it really easily. For it, what you can do is that let me just go to the vendor, then backpack folder. Inside backpack, here you can see CRUD. Inside CRUD we have source, and here you can see inside source we have resources. Click on it, then we'll go to our views. Inside views we have UI, then here you can see dashboard. So in the dashboard, there you can see we have this is for the button, and here you can see this is for the content. If you just write anything, let's say here hello world, save it, then refresh here, there you can see it says hello. So I do not want this welcome and this logout button, since we have a logout option over here. So what I'm going to do is that I'm just going to remove this code from here, this PHP to this in PHP. You need to keep this option, save it, then refresh, and there you can see it only says hello. So if you want, you can make any kind of changes or any kind of design over here. So right now we have to make a CRUD operation. Let's say we want to make CRUD operation for the users. So here you can see we have users table, and in the user table we have only one user, which is admin@gmail.com. So we want to create a CRUD operation for the user. So how can we do it? So in order to create a CRUD operation, here you can see text courses. Just click on it, text courses. You can see basic. So if you now just go down, it will show us some steps, and which is over here. So here you can see in order to create a option for the user, in order to create a CRUD operation for a certain table, for user table, what we need to do is that we need to run this command ps_addition backpack CRUD, then the tag name, I mean the table name. So I'll just copy this, then I'm going to go to the command prompt, then paste it over here, and the table name is user, right? So we are going to say here user, then press enter, and there you can see. So here you need to choose request, press enter, and there you go, it is done. So right now if we just refresh here, there you can see we have one more option called users. Click on it, and it will automatically create a table for us, which will show the username and email address, and if you can see a add user option here. If you now click on it, it will take us to another page, and here you can see name. Let's say name will be Yamin, email will be yamin@gmail.com, and let's keep the password, And now if you click on save and back, there you can see it is showing us the name and the email address over here. There is also edit option and delete option here. So this table was already created. So right now, let me just create a table where we will also upload the images as well. So let me just go to my command prompt, and here we are going to write a command php artisan make clone model. We are going to create model and table at the same time. Let's say the model name will be student minus m. So it will create a model for student and also migration at the same time. So if you now press enter, there you can see it created the model and migration. So right now let's go to our code editor, and let me just close those. And right now what we'll do is that we'll go to our database, inside database migration, and here you can see student table. So here we're going to add some column. So let me say here $table, then this arrow sign. We're going to say here the type will be string. Let's say name. After name, we are going to have email and the image. Let me just copy it, then paste it here. This one will be email, and we are going to say this unique, and this one will be image. And let's make the image nullable. Okay, so let's set this, and right now what we do is that we're going to migrate the table. But before that, one more thing we need to do is that we need to go to our app, then models, here you can see student.php. So in the student.php, we need to mention the column name. Let me just copy it from here. If you go to our user.php in the model, you can see protected fillable. I'll just copy it and paste it in the student model. So Ctrl V, and here in the student table, we have name, email, and image, right? So we are going to say here name, email, and this one will be image. Let's save it. And this time we'll go to our command prompt, and we're going to say here php artisan migrate. Press enter. There you can see migration is complete. So now we can just close the table and the model. So right now here, if you just go to our database, let me refresh here. Here you can see we have student table over here. And if we just refresh here, there you can see there is no student option here. So in order to create student option, we need to run this command php addition backpack float student. So let me copy it, then paste it here, and our table name is student, right? So stop tag, we're going to say here student php addition backpack float student. Press enter. We're going to say here request. Press enter again, and it is done. So if we now just refresh here, there you can see we have the students option. Click on it, and our student table is empty. That's why it is showing no data available. And if you now click on add student, it will show us the name, email, and the image field. So by default, it created those options here. But for image, we need an option to upload the image, right? So for it, we'll go to our code again. And since we run that command, php addition backpack code student, so it created a folder file in the http, then controller. Inside controller, here you can see admin, and inside admin folder, here you can see student put controller. If you now click on it, it will show us a lot of option here. And here, if you now go down, you can see that protected function say create operation, right? So here we're going to mention that we want to upload an image. So let me just copy this and paste it here. So by default, we are going to say that we want a different image field for the image. So here the field name will be image, and that for image the type will be upload. Why upload? Let me just show you. If you just go to the backpack for Laravel, then we'll go for the basics. Okay, not basic. We'll go for the field option. Here you can see code panel, and here you can see field option. Click on field, There you can see we have multiple options here. Here you can see checkbox. For the checkbox, the type will be checkbox. But for image, the type was upload. For time, that the type will be time, and for image, the type will be upload. So you can check all those by yourself. So if you now just save this, okay, we need to give a semicolon. So here we also need to mention one more thing, that is we need to give this arrow sign. We need to say here with files. Why with files? Because we not only upload the image name but with the files, image files as well. So you must need to add this, otherwise you won't be able to show the image. Okay, I will be smaller with files. So let me just save it. And if we now just refresh over here, there you can see we have a image upload option over here. So let's say the name will be Aussie, email will be aussie@gmail.com, and let me just upload the image. Let's say this on, click on open, click on save and back, and there you can see the image is uploaded. And here you can see it is showing us the name, email, and the image, but it only showing us the image name, not the image. So how can we show the image? So in order to show the image, we need to go back to the code and we need to go top, and here you can see code set from DB. So I'm just going to remove this, and here you can see code column price type. So I'll just copy it, then paste it here, and instead of price, we're going to say over here name. This will be text. So this will be the column name. This will come from the database, and this will be the type. So after this, I'm going to copy it 2 times, and here we're going to say email, and the type will be email. And for image, let me just show it a little later. Let me just save this, and if we now refresh over here, there you can see it is showing us the name and email. So since you want to show the image, so here we need to say here the column name, which is image, and for image the type will be image. So if you want to upload it, I mean if you want to show it, you need to say here the type will be image, but for upload you need to say type will be upload. After that, you need to give this arrow sign, and you need to say here prefix, then to first bracket, to single quotation, and you need to mention the prefix. Where is the image? So if you go to the public folder, and inside public folder, inside the storage, we have the image. So here we need to mention the folder name, which is storage. Then give a slash. Okay, so let me just make it like this. So here you can see. So make it like this, then save it. And after that, if we just refresh, there you can see it is also showing us the image. So you can also increase the image height and width. And now let's say you want to increase the image height and width. For it, what you can do is that, okay, I have just a little bit of port copied. So I'm just going to copy this port, and I will just paste it over here. So let me just remove this, paste it here, and let's say the image height will be 160. We will do 160. Save it, then refresh, and it will look like this. So this way you can increase the image height and width. So there you can see there is the preview option. Then we have the edit option. There you can see. Let's say here double S, here double S. We found 7 back, or you can also change the image. For example, we can change the image to this. Click on 7 back, and there you can see the image and the text changed. So this is how we can create a simple admin panel in Laravel using a package called Pack. I hope you like this tutorial. If you have any question or any suggestion, you can just let me know in the comment section. Make sure to subscribe, and I hope to see you in the future tutorials.